Hello guys, welcome to 4v4. We've got 4 Caliphs, you can see them in the 4 points, and then we've got the Fredericks in the corners. It'd be interesting to see how this goes. I think this is going to be a tough match for both lords. So Frederick is obviously not that great, but neither is Caliph, right? Caliph is insanely good early game, which is why he may be able to take this out. And there is a caveat to that as well. Caliph is insanely good early game when he's next to another lord, because he's got the height from those lookout towers, and yeah, he should be able to do some damage. If he sets Frederick on fire, that would be disastrously bad for Frederick. Now, you may be wondering why I chose Frederick versus Caliph for this, and the reason is, I think Frederick is one of the very few lords who could potentially win this. I don't think many other lords would be able to beat Caliph in this setting. So, those lookout towers are very strong because they can, obviously, they give him the range to fire into the enemy's base, but they're also incredibly fragile, so you know, anything could happen. If Caliph is setting these lords on fire, Caliph will win, but if they can use their trebuchets, as Frederick is very good with trebuchets and catapults and things, Frederick does stand a good chance. Now, I think I've already mentioned, but I don't think Wolf would win this. Saladin definitely wouldn't win this situation. Pig might win this. Pig could be one of the few lords that could do this, I think. I don't know if anyone else could, actually. The height and the fire is just so strong. So look at the stats. Caliph the Camel's not looking great. Emperor Frederick II is not looking good. Everyone else is looking decent. It's this one in the top right, sorry. Yeah, funnily enough, I was saying everyone else looked decent. I didn't even notice how bad he was looking. Okay, so Frederick the Fourth is going to go down now. Probably. No, he actually did manage to hide, so okay, that's fine. Wow. I mean, I guess he is getting shat on by 2 Caliphs who are just absolutely destroying him with siege. And this is not Frederick's best castle either, so like, this castle here would be better for him in this position. At least I believe so. Frederick is sending those units out. Bizarre. Okay. Caliph the Camel is out of gold. He's the only one out of gold so far. And Frederick is destroying his lookout towers, which is dangerous for Caliph. Obviously, this Frederick has no HP left. He's 1 unit away from dying, probably. Maybe 2. Green Frederick is struggling. I mean, everyone is struggling, though, let's be honest. Like, this is not an easy matchup for any lord here.
A message from Emperor Frederick. The Imperial plan looks tired.
Oh. Yeah, this is very bad for Green Frederick.
A message from the Caliph.
He did manage to survive that. Only just. I think Caliph will survive this as well, just because of his fire defense. And he did. But one more big attack could kill the yellow Caliph. Obviously, Green Frederick is probably, he might die first actually. Purple Frederick is pretty well screwed as well. Cyan Frederick has no gold. So I mean, everyone is looking quite poorly, apart from Blue Caliph, who's doing remarkably well. Doesn't surprise me, I guess he's got all of these resources here. and he can just walk straight through. I don't know why. I wonder if Purple Frederick tried to come to the aid of Green Frederick, but that was a terrible misplay by them. As I say, I think Frederick is one of the only lords who could potentially win this. Doesn't mean that he will win this. And as you can see, it doesn't look good for him at all. Waiting to see where the next attack's going to come, and I'm not really seeing anything. So yeah, Black Frederick is not looking good either, but as I keep saying, no one's looking good in this matchup apart from Blue Caliph. Everyone else is really struggling. We just increase that to 300. It'll probably give a lord the time to get their forces ready to attack. Red Caliph is sending a small force of slaves out and bringing them right back in. Okay. Unusual, but there we are. Okay, so I think this is where Green Frederick dies. No. I mean, he's done for now, but I guess he'll live a little bit longer. Yeah, the Fredericks are definitely losing this one, I think. Still, I think if they killed the Yellow Caliph, they would have won. So as I've said recently in a pig video, you know, not that these matches are one-sided, it has been incredibly close. But once one lord dies, it certainly does change how things could have gone, right? It's not the same as a 2 versus 2 versus 2 match, where it just does not matter if one lord dies because you've still got everyone else competing.
A message from the king.
Stay away from my land, infidel! Stay away!
Okay, I'm not sure why he was scared just then. Whatever the threat was, he's taken care of it already. I think the problem with Caliph right now is he's playing with his food. Now, no one has enough units to send out yet, by the looks of things. I think that's the only reason why there's no death. Okay, there's the green one dead now. Okay, I take that back. If he'd sent all those slaves up at once, definitely would have been dead. Guaranteed dead. 30 odd slaves would kill that. If they attack at once. Individually, no. And that is one of the downsides to UCP, by the way. They will only attack when they're able to. Based on the parameters of this, right? And that's why, even though every other lord has the units to kill him, they won't. Not until they're able. So they have to have an additional 5 units per attack. Frederick is sending an attack against the yellow Caliph, which is not going to go very well, by the way. I don't see that being any chance that Caliph dies here. He's just got too many archers, and his fire defense is going to kill all of those swordsmen. Yep. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes. And as you can see, all he has to do is send those slaves up and Frederick will die, but they're waiting on it. Okay, here comes the blue. Oh dear. Hopefully he doesn't attack Black Frederick right now, because that would be disastrous. That is a one hell of a force. Oh, okay, I understand now. This is the problem. Caliph has not been able to attack. He's been stuck in his castle. Okay. That's why this game is still going. Now, yellow Caliph is now dead. Whenever he's attacked next, he'll die. And honestly, I know that that's kind of, in some ways, a little bit lame, but I'm glad that that's how that's played out, because it means that there's potential for either lord to win this later on. Green Frederick is down now.
This is the day the Empire loses.
Oh, I take it back actually. Cyan Frederick just doesn't have the units to be able to attack Yellow Caliph again in this game. He's just not going to do it. So if we whack up the speed a bit.
Stay away from my lands, infidel. Stay away.
Also, I do know that the speed is too high to really see anything, but you know, it's fine. Like, we're just waiting for any lord to recruit. And with blue Caliph being stuck like that, he's not gonna be able to completely wipe out all the Fredericks. He's only able to send out his assassins, from the looks of it at least. I'm actually going to double check that. Yes, that's what he's done. What an idiot. He's put his whatever that is, fire ballista probably in front of his gatehouse so he can't get out. So the Frederick side really needs the black Frederick to kill this yellow Caliph. If they don't, then it's game over. If they do though, then I'm really not certain what's going to happen, which is interesting. So we've got all of this stuff. Yeah. He's not doing well enough. Just doesn't have the gold. He is getting stone, just not much. Okay, now this could be it for the Cyan Frederick. There's a lot of siege that he's bringing along, so we'll see. Nah, Frederick's gonna live this. Again, we're just waiting for an army to get built. And honestly, the only way that Frederick can win this is if this yellow Caliph goes down. And even then, it's not like a guaranteed thing. It's like a, I don't know, a very unlikely thing that might happen. He's just losing so much stuff. I kind of feel like the longer this goes on though, the better it is for Frederick. Got a good amount of swords here, so he will probably attack soon, I would think. Okay, so Purple Frederick is attacking the Red Caliph, which, you know, it's a bit of a waste of time, but he can cost him some gold. That's never a bad thing. I know this is kind of buggy, and I do realise that if Caliph had been able to get out, he would have already won. But having said that, you know, that's not always what happens in these scenarios, and I just don't mind. Don't mind it bugging a little bit. As I say, I really don't think anyone else would beat Caliph in this situation. Maybe the pig, but yeah, there aren't many lords who would win in this situation. There really aren't. Regardless of him being stuck or not. I think Caliph is just too good in this setting. Frederick looks like he'll attack any second, but Whether he will or not, I don't know.
A message from Emperor Frederick. The Imperial plan.
Okay, Frederick is down.
Time for a new strategy.
See, his lack of HP from earlier cost him that.
A message from Emperor Frederick. So
Also, I don't know why all these European lords, they put all these swordsmen in their bases and they have them on stand ground, so it's completely pointless.
the Caliph.
Now it's a 2 versus 4, and it's a 2 versus 4 that honestly Frederick might win. I don't think he will, but you know, he might do. As I say, with the blue one bugged, it's more like a 2 versus 3. Plus with the yellow one about to die, it's more like a 2 versus 2, but again, just depends. Whenever they can get the gold to attack, we'll find out what will happen. Like, it should be apparent very soon. Oh, okay, yeah, it's all over for Frederick, I think. The fact that he started burning on the inside, oh wow, even burning on the outside, terrible for him. I mean, Yellow Caliph Dad doesn't matter though. Although, having said all this, Blue Caliph actually ran out of gold because I guess he couldn't get his food in, so he's had to buy it this whole time. And with his towers being destroyed, he's lost all those units that were on these towers. This is interesting. Now, you might disagree with me, but for me this is very interesting, because I don't know what will happen. Because it really is like a 2 versus 2, but every lord is completely screwed at this point. Like, no one has anything. And once again, I can't stress enough, I do know that Frederick would already be dead. All of them would be dead. Okay. If the blue one hadn't been bugged. But as you see, Frederick is done for now, because it's 3 Caliphs versus the 1 Frederick.
A message from the Caliph.
Now, Frederick could probably kill the blue Caliph if he attacks soon. He is attacking now, so yeah, he probably will kill this blue Caliph. But then it's a 2 versus 1, and with no one having gold,
A message from the Caliph.
yeah, I just don't know. But again, I've said it many times before, this is why I love doing these UCP videos, because I never know exactly what's going to happen.
A message from the Caliph.
Another Caliph down. And also, I do apologise, I know that this video is going to be long, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Message from Emperor Frederick. The Empire claims another. So the story unfolds.
Still, now that Frederick has access to all of this stuff here as well, I don't know, he might be able to hold out for a while. And if he can hold out, there's a chance that he'll win. Okay, never mind, I take it all back. Frederick's sending all those units out to attack. So red and orange are attacking him at once, which is not good for Frederick, let's be honest. And he's burning on the inside, so really not good for Frederick. Especially as he's walking his units straight through there. Right through the flames. Yeah, he cost himself dearly just then. As it turns out, 4 Caliphs defeated the 4 Fredericks. So I'm not actually unhappy with this because, as I say, I wasn't sure what was going to happen at the start. Caliph seems to have a huge advantage in this situation. So, like, this is alright for me. Thank you very much for watching. It's a shame that Frederick couldn't make a big comeback, but at the end of the day, you know, it doesn't all have to be super close action. You know, it's actually really difficult to get close matches sometimes, and you have to keep running these over and over and over again, but I'm happy with this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.